Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda
Recording in progress.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let our biology become one with Paramashiva's biology. Let macrocosm we carry become one with microcosm. Let the microcosm we carry become one with macrocosm of Paramashiva. Let our organ
Bring your whole awareness
Paramashiva's organ is
to your breathing.
let Paramashiva
Please sit straight and close your eyes.
our organ is
All the participants in Kailasa Trivannamalai, we are getting ready for the alive Darshan and Satsang of Bhagavan.
experience of all of us.
We are getting ready for the alive Darshan and Satsang, requesting all the participants to please sit facing the hologram screen. திருவண்ணாமலை அன்பர்கள் எல்லாருமே இப்ப நம்ம பகவானோட அலைவ் தர்ஷன் அண்ட் சத்சங்கு ரெடியாக போறோம். உங்க சேரை டர்ன் பண்ணி நீங்க ஸ்கிரீன் ஃபேஸ் பண்ற மாதிரி உட்கார்ந்துக்கோங்க. Let's pray and close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breathing as you inhale and exhale as slowly as possible and as deeply as possible. Create a deep, prayerful, receptive space in you to receive the live darshan, the alive darshan and satsang of the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
நித்யானந்தாடிடையா செல்லச்சிமானுக்கு சிங்கார ஊஞ்சல், ஞான குறிஞ்சிக்கு ஞான பொன்னூஞ்சல், வெண்ணிலவுக்கு வெண்பட்டு ஊஞ்சல், கண்ணின் மணிக்கு கண்ணான ஊஞ்சல், நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்தாடிடையா, நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்தாடிடையா. தேக்கு உடலுக்கு தேக்கு ஊஞ்சல், மணக்கும் சொல்லுக்கு சந்தன ஊஞ்சல், வார்த்தைகள் ஒத்த மேங்க ஊஞ்சல், செய்திட எமக்கு இச்சையா நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்தாடிடையா, நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்தாடிடையா. சாமந்தி சங்கிலி செய்து வைத்தோம், முல்லை மெத்தை தைத்து வைத்தோம், பாதம் பதிக்க செந்தாமரை நினைச்சல் செய்திட எமக்கு இச்சையா நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்த ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்த ஆடிடையா சாமந்தி சங்கிலி செய்து வைத்தோம் முல்லை மெத்தை தைத்து வைத்தோம் பாதம் பதிக்க செந்தாமரை பூ மெத்தென்று தாங்க வாசமகிழம் பூ நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்த ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்த ஆடிடையா வெளிச்சம் வீச வெண்ணிலவு அலங்கரிக்க தாரகையாம் வானத்து பேரொளி வீற்றிருக்க மன்னவர் கண்டு களித்திருக்க நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்த ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்த ஆடிடையா சிவந்த சந்திரன் நீ என்றோ சிரிக்கும் சூரியன் நீ என்றோ சிங்காரச் செல்வா வேகமாயாடு தென்னை இளங்கீற்றாய் காற்றோடு ஆடு நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்த ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்த
Nithyanandan. Today marks the opening of the Purvanga Utsavam of Kailasa's Guru Purnima Brahmotsav, the sacred beginning where we worship the Kshetra Palakas, the divine guardian deities who protect the temple, the rituals, and all the celebrations to come. The Guru Purnima Brahmotsavam revives our cosmic roots through the sacred Guru Parampara, inviting us to actively awaken our inner spiritual sovereignty and become the living embodiment of Kailasa. In every ancient Paramashiva temple, the Brahmotsavam begins only after receiving the blessings of Devi Mariamman and Devi Durgayamman. The embodiment of Shakti, who stands as the invincible shield of Dharma. Today, with deep devotion, Kailasa's temples across the world welcome Devi Mariamman and Devi Durgayamman for the grand celebration of the Guru Purnima Brahmotsava. We also offer the sacred Padayal Seva, feeding the mother directly with the prepared feast. This is not just an offering, it is the most intimate expression of love, gratitude, and hospitality. Through Padayal, we pray for blemishless celebrations, for protection of all devotees, completion in every ritual, and uninterrupted grace throughout the entire Guru Purnima Brahmotsava. On this auspicious beginning, we invoke the boundless blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, BHAGAVAN SRI NITHYANANDA PARAMASHIVAM, the very Paramavatara of Paramashiva, whose presence makes these celebrations alive, powerful, and auspicious. As we enter the sacred journey towards the Guru Purnima Brahmotsava, let us surrender our prayers at the feet of the Divine Mother and offer today's worship with deep gratitude. Let us now begin with the Sadguru Vandanam, the Guru Parampara Vandanam, and the Arunagiri Yogeshwara Vandanam. नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्तिमध्यमां नित्यानन्दपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। ललाटे त्रिपुण्ड्रीनिटिलकृतकस्तूरीतिलकः स्फुरन्मालाधारस्फुरितकटिकोऽपि नवसनः दधानो दुस्तारं शिरसि फणिराजं शशिकलां प्रदीपः सर्वेषाम् अरुणगिरियोगी विजयते। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। Will now be offering the puja to Bhagavan Mahaganapati, the offering of the dhupa, deepa and the naivedyam, the offering of the broken coconut as the naivedyam to Bhagavan Mahaganapati. Om Dashangam Guggulhopetam Sugandham च सुमनोहरम् आघ्रेय सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। धूपमाघ्रापयामि। अथ दीपः। ॐ साज्यं त्रिवर्तिसंयुक्तं वह्निना योजितं मया ग्रहाणमङ्गलं दीपं त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापहम्। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। दीपं सन्दर्शयामि। अथ नैवेद्यम्। ॐ अमृते अमृतोद्भवे अमृतवर्षिणी अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। नारिकेलखण्डद्वयं निवेदयामि। Will now enter into the ritual of the Padayal Seva, the offering of the prepared feast for Devi Mariamman and Devi Durgayamman. Om ऐगिरि नन्दिनि नन्दिता मेदिनि विश्वविनोदिनि नन्दनुते गिरिवरविन्ध्यशिरोधिनि वासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि जिष्णुनुते भगवति हेशिति कण्ठकुटुम्बिनि भूरि कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कृते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते सुरवरहर्षिणि दुर्धरदर्शिनि दुर्मुखमर्षिनि हर्षरते त्रिभुवनपोषिनि शङ्करतोषिनि किल्बिषमोषिनि घोषरते धनुजनिरोषिनि दितिसुत रोषिनि दुर्मदशोषिनि सिन्धुसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते ऐ जगदम्ब मदम्ब कदम्ब वन प्रियवासिनि हासरते शिखरि शिरोमणि तुंग हिमालय शृङ्गनिजालय मध्यगते मधु मधुरे मधुकैटभगञ्जिनि कैटभभञ्जिनि रासरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते ऐशतखण्ड विखण्डितरुण्ड वितुण्डितशुण्ड गजाधिपते रिपुगजगण्ड विदारण चण्ड पराक्रम शौण्ड मृगाधिपते निज भुज दण्ड निपातित चण्ड निपाटित मुण्ड भटाधिपते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते ऐरणदुर्मदशत्रुवधोदित दुर्धरनिर्जरशक्तिभृते चतुरविचारधुरीण महाशयदूतकृत प्रमथाधिपते दुरित दुरीह दुराशय दुर्मतिदानवदूतकृतान्तमते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते अयि निजहुङ्कृतिमात्र निराकृत धूम्रविलोचन धूम्रशते समर विशोषित शोणित बीज समुद्भव शोणित बीजलते शिव शिव शुम्भ निशुम्भ महाहवतर्पित भूत पिशाचपते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते धनुरनुसङ्गरणक्षणसङ्गपरिस्फुरदङ्गनटत्कटके कनकपिशङ्गपृषत्कनिशङ्गरसद्भटशृङ्गहतावटुके कृतचतुरङ्गबलक्षितिरङ्गघटत् बहुरङ्गरटद्बटुके जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते ऐशरणागत वैरिवधूवर वीरवरा भयदायकरे त्रिभुवनमस्तकशूलविरोधि शिरोधिकृता मलशूलकरे दुमि दुमितामरदुन्दुभिनादमहो मुखरीकृतदिङ्मकरे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते सुरललना तथेयि तथेयि तथा भिनयोदर नृत्यरते हासविलासहुलासमये प्रणतार्तजनेमित प्रेम भरे धिमि किट धिक् किट धिक्कट धिमि ध्वनि घोर मृदङ्ग निनादरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय जप्य जये जय शब्द परस्तुति तत्पर विश्वनुते झण झण झिञ्झिमि झिङ्कृतनु पुरशिञ्जित मोहित भूतपते नटित नटार्धनटी नटनायक नाटक नाटित नाट्यरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते अयि सुमनः 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 सुमनो हरकान्तियुते श्रुतरजनी रजनी 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 करवक्त्रवृते सुनयन विभ्रमर भ्रमर 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 भ्रमराधिपते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते महितमहाहवमल्लमतल्लिकमल्लितरल्लकमल्लरते विरचितवल्लिकपल्लिकमल्लिकझिल्लिकभिल्लिकवर्गवृते सितकृतफुल्लसमुल्लसितारुणतल्लजपल्लवसल्ललिते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते अविरलगण्डगलन्मदमेदुरमत्तमतङ्गजराजपते त्रिभुवनभूषणभूतकलानिधिरूपपयो निधिराजसुते अयि सुदती जनलालसमानसमोहनमन्मथराजसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते ॐ नेत्राणां दशभिष्यतेः परिवृताम् अत्युग्रचर्माम्बरां हेमाभां महतीं विलम्बितशिखां मामुक्तकेशान्वितां घण्टामण्डितपादपद्मयुगळां नागेन्द्रकुम्भस्तनीम् इन्द्राक्षीं परिचिन्तयामि मनसा कल्पोक्तसिद्धिप्रदाम् कालाभ्राभां कटाक्षैररिकुलभयदां मौलिबद्धेन्दुरेखां शङ्खं चक्रं कृपानं त्रिशिखमपि करैरुद्वहन्तीं त्रिनेत्रां सिंहस्कन्धाधिरूढां त्रिभुवनमखिलं तेजसा पूरयन्तीं ध्यायेद्दुर्गां जयाख्यां त्रिदशपरिवृतां सेवितां सिद्धिकामैः सहस्रदलपङ्कजे सकलशीतरश्मिप्रभं वराभयकराम्बुजं विमलगन्धपुष्पाम्बरं प्रसन्नवदने क्षणं सकलदेवतारूपिणं स्मरेच्छिरसि हंसकं तदभिमानपूर्वं गुरुम् अथ धूपः ॐ दशाङ्गं गुग्गुढोपेतं सुगन्धं च सुमनोहरम् आघ्रेय सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम् ॐ ह्रीं श्रीमिन्द्राक्षीं श्रीं क्लीं स्वाहा श्रीन्द्राक्षिदेव्यै नमः श्रीदुर्गाम्बिकायै नमः श्रीसर्वदेवदेवीस्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः धूपम् आघ्रापयामि अथ दीपः ॐ साज्यं त्रिवर्तिसंयुक्तं वह्निना योजितं मया ग्रहाणमङ्गलं दीपं त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापहम् दीपं सन्दर्शयामि अथ नैवेद्यम् ॐ अमृते अमृतोद्भवे अमृतवर्षिणीम् अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं श्रीमिन्द्राक्षीं श्रीं क्लीं स्वाहा श्रीन्द्राक्षिदेव्यै नमः श्रीदुर्गाम्बिकायै नमः श्रीसर्वदेवदेवीस्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यानन्तरम् आचमनं समर्पयामि ग्रहण्येष्ट्या यजते इमां जनतागुं सङ्गृह्णानीति द्वादशारत्नीरशना भवति द्वादशमासा संवत्सरः संवत्सरमेवावरुन्धे मौञ्जी भवति ऊर्ध्वैमुञ्जाः ऊर्ध्वमेवावरुन्धे चित्रा नक्षत्रं भवति चित्रं वा एतत् कर्म अलङ्कारदीपं सन्दर्शयामि त्रीणि त्रीणि वै देवानां वृद्धानि त्रीणि छन्दांसि त्रीणि सवनानि त्रय इमे लोकाः वृद्ध्यामेव तद्वीर्य एषु लोकेषु प्रतिष्ठति यच्चातुर्मास्ययाज्यात्मनो नामध्येत् त्रिनेत्रदीपं दर्शयामि सर्वविद्यानाम् ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपतिर्ब्रह्मणोऽधिपतिर्ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ओम घोरेभ्यो घोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वशर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्य वामदेवाय नमो ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमो रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकरणाय नमो बलविकरणाय नमो बलाय नमो बलप्रमदनाय नमः सर्वभूतदमनाय नमो मनोन्मनाय नमः ओम सद्योजातं प्रपद्यामि सद्योजाताय वै नमो नमः भवे भवेनाति भवे भवस्व मां भवोद्भवाय नमः ॐ हिरण्यपात्रं मधोः पूर्णं ददाति अधव्योऽसानीति एकधा ब्रह्मण उपहरति एकधैव यजमान आयुस्तेजो दधाति कुम्भदीपं सन्दर्शयामि मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणि नमोस्तुते कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षान् धारयामि बृहत्सामक्षत्रभृद्बुद्धवृष्णीयं कृष्णबौद्धश्मितं रुद्रवीरम् इन्द्रस्तोमेन पञ्चदशेन मध्यमिदं वातेन सगरेण रक्षान् धारयामि ॐ नवो नवो भवति जायमानोऽह्नां केतुरुषसामेत्यग्रं भागं देवेभ्यो विददात्यायन् तच्चन्द्रमा स्थिरते दीर्घमायुः मूर्धानं दिवो अरतिं पृथिव्या वै ईश्वानरमृताय जातमग्निं कविगुं सम्भ्राजमतिथिं जनानामासन्नापात्रं जनयन्त देवाः ॐ दूरमस्मच्छत्रवो यन्तु भीताः तदिन्द्राग्नी कृणुतां तद्विशाखे तन्नो देवा अनुमदन्तु यज्ञं पश्चात् पुरस्तादभयन्नो अस्तु। ॐ वायुस्ताग्मग्रे प्रमुक्तु देवः प्रजापतिः प्रजया संविधानः तमुञ्चमाना भुवनस्य रेतो गातुं दत्त यजमानाय देवाः उपाकृतगं शशमानं यतस्थाज्जीवं देवानामप्येतु वासः। ॐ केतुं कृण्वन्नकेतवेपेशो मर्या अपेशसे समुषद्भिरजा यथाः ब्रह्मा देवानां पदवी कवीनां ऋषिर्विप्राणां महिषो मृगाणां क्षेणो गृध्राणागस्वधिर्वनानागस्सोमः पवित्रमत्येतिरेभन्ने सचित्रचित्रं चितयन्तमस्मै चित्रक्षत्रचित्रतामं वयोधां चन्द्रं रयिं पूरुवीरं बृहन्तं चन्द्रचन्द्राभिर्गृणतेजोवस्वा। ॐ राजाधिराजाय प्रसह्यसाहिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे तमेकामां कामकामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः। नीराजनम् ॐ कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते। कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षान् धारयामि। शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। योगभट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्ये
सर्वमङ्गलदात्री नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षभूयाय मङ्गलम् परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम् हरि ओम् तत्सत् सर्वं भगवद्श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम्
as the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva, Lingodbhava Murti, I bless you all with Paramadvaita. All the Paramashiva Sena program participants from Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, Kailasa Guinea-Bissau, Chit Sabha members and Rajya Sabha members, Kailasavasis, and all the e-citizens, viewers, visitors who are joining with us through the internet and internet. Come, each and every one of you, with my love and blessings. Volunteers in Guinea-Bissau, Mata Tata Shakti, volunteers in Tiruvannamalai, Vignesh, Shivarudra Bhairava, and Pratap, and all the Sabha members, Rajya Sabha members. I bless each and every one of you. Today, I initiate all the PSS participants into Paramashantatva, unagitated, absolute peace, non-violence centered energy that Paramashiva manifesting in me, greater strategy to resolve all problems presented in front of you. My blessings. Paramashiva's direct message from Mahakaila. Listen. 1 plus 1 is not 2. 1 plus 1 equal to 2 is the lie your mind tells, so that it can forget the infinite. In consciousness, 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 plus 1. That's all. No 2. In consciousness, 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 plus 1. That's all. No 2. And in Paramadvaita, even the I dissolves, leaving only I am. You see, 1 plus 1 equal to 2 is not a truth of consciousness. It's made up by mind. And mind is a very clever trickster. It takes the infinite, chops it into pieces, counts the pieces and declares, I understand reality. Let me give you a simple analogy. You have one rose. You bring another rose. Now your mind triumphantly declares 2 roses. But look closely. Is there really a 2? Where is this 2? Where is this 2? Can you touch it? Can you smell it? Can you put it in a vase? No. What you have is one rose and one rose. Two distinct entities that refuse to merge into something made up by your mind as two-ness. Listen, just if you understand this one truth, you will get the prasada of this whole Guru Purnima. This Guru Purnima, I am focusing on quantum enlightenment, making you understand simultaneously, spontaneously, synergetically, Paramashiva is in Mahakailasa and manifesting as this being and manifesting as you. He is breathing in you. Just allow him to spread in your whole nervous system. Just say, whoever is breathing inside me, whoever is managing all the fundamental activities like blood flow, heartbeat, breathing, let him pervade and take over this whole nervous system. Just leave it to him. Let him pervade and take over this whole nervous system you are carrying. You will see right now Paramashiva is quantum manifesting in Mahakailasa and as this being and as you. This Guru Purnima Prasada, this experience is this Guru Purnima Prasada you can receive right now if you understand that two exist only in your mind. It's a ghost, a phantom, a convenient fiction that your mind created because it cannot handle the terror of the infinite. Mathematics is not the language of the universe. It's a language of the mind's desperate attempt to domesticate the universe. Anything you want to domesticate, you first castrate, remove the life producing possibility, whether it's a pet dog or the bull reduced to bullock. Anything you domesticate, you castrate. So the mind castrates the universe using math. Using mathematics. Rose does not know there are two roses. Garden does not know there are two roses. Only you, with your memory, insist that there are two. Let the first lie you were ever taught first by the school teacher with a piece of chalk who taught you 1 plus 1 equal to 2 should disappear. Let the first lie you were ever taught 1 plus 1 equal to 2 by the school teacher disappear. It should disappear. No. 1 and 1 do not make 2 in reality, they remain one and one. Two simultaneous instances of the same infinite expressing, the mind says two because it cannot hold infinity without passing a number label on it. If mind can see one rose and one rose and one rose, all quantum manifestation, the mind says two because it cannot hold infinity without pasting a number label on it. This very lie, the foundation of duality, all separate, all war, all divorce, all revenge starts happening. This very lie is the foundation of all duality, all separation, all war, all divorce, all revenge. Take a couple, they live together for 100 years, they eat together, sleep together, comes two screaming liars, two bank accounts, two families of resentment. The liars never separated the couple. The first lie of mathematics did. I am going to take apart this lie not with a calculator, but with a chisel of consciousness. Listen carefully. I am not saying arithmetic is useless. Arithmetic is extraordinarily useful. It keeps your electricity bill honest. It calculates the moon's distance from the earth. It builds your bridges. It builds your dam. But it is the maths of the mind. It is not the maths of the consciousness. Your math is great to deal with dead things, not for living. Expressing and depositing are two different operations. For example, take your breath. You inhale once. Now another. Did these two breaths add to two breaths? Or did each breath independently arise, express itself, and recede into the infinite? You do not carry your life. The very grammar of breath is singular. And tell me honestly, at this present moment, do you feel like two breaths? Or do you feel the breath moving, fluid, unbundleable? This is the first taste of Paramadvaita, supreme non-duality. In supreme non-duality, things do not become two by addition. They simply express themselves one and another inside the one listen. They simply express themselves one and another inside the one. There is a beautiful happening described in Dattatreya's life. Listen. For the conscious being, 1 plus 1 equal to 1 plus 1, not 2. The mind collapses it to 2 only to survive. The mind has mortgages to pay. The mind has appointments to keep. The mind needs 2. The conscious being does not need 2. And a conscious being can exist with mind also, but mind will be limited to the play of intra-organ. It can play as one of the organs. That is where the problem is. Mind, who is supposed to be serving you, mind is supposed to keep the appointments you have and organize your life, but it drags the consciousness into the chaos of its calculation. It is like a door security watchman, the security guard in the door, trying to drag the king and put him in his shoes as a security guard and not letting him do his job as king. So an ordinary security guard making the king as his assistant, the one into many, Paramashiva sees only the one. And yet plays with the many through the mind. Paramashiva's mind is the cosmic illusion of Maya. Or I should say, is Shakti. Maya is understood in a negative way. So I should use the word cosmic Shakti. Chandogya Upanishad declares, Tattvamasi, you are that. You, ordinary mortal, you are not different from that. The infinite. It is the meeting of that, and they collapse back into one. Tattvamasi is the Upanishadic enforcement that 1 plus 1 is not equal to 2. When two people fall in love at first sight, the love they experience is not 1 plus 1. It's a shock of that recognition that the maths visibly breaks before them. That is why the meeting feels like electric, because the calculator suddenly has gone silent. Now let me tell you, as a vast ocean, imagine the mind as a small tourist boat. The mind pilgrims out to the infinite, gets blasted by its immensity, frantically races back to shore, and to prove itself that it went there, it drops a coin into the shore sand for each visit. That coin, the shell count of the visit, is what we call a number. The mass itself is the footprint of the frightened pilgrimage of the mind to the infinite. The mind, so it returns. To console itself for the return, it takes a number. When a child is born, she cannot count. She cannot say one. She experiences everything. The mother's face sterilizes. Forget the infinite. When the mind forgets its infinite nature, it resolves its depth by counting. I am one, I am two, I am three, I am many. This counting is the rent it pays for the privilege of forgetting. The conscious being stops paying rent. He sees only one rent. He sees only one. He does not need to count. Does not need to count. I have a lot more to share. We'll do in further satsangs. Today I have great. We'll do in further satsangs. Today I have great two digital gifts. I swallow the venom. Every time the truth is attacked, I bear the wound. When I drank the alahala poison, the devas were terrified. They even foolishly thought I would die. They thought the poison would destroy me. But you know what happened? I did not just survive, I transformed. The poison became my ornament. The venom became my glory. The wound became my identity. This is the secret of Nilakanta. The poison does not destroy the divine, it reveals the divine. The persecution does not destroy the truth, it reveals the truth. The Guru is the one who drinks the poison so the disciples can drink the nectar. Guru is the one who beat Kiran gang, Dravishatiya Shakti gang in India. This was the modern alahala. Just as the ancient poison emerged from the churning of the ocean, this poison emerged from the churning of political agendas, media manipulation, anti-Hindu forces. It was manufactured, it was fabricated, it was designed to destroy. On March 2nd, 2010, Sun TV broadcasted a marked video, deepfake video. Of course, that was later proven to be a deepfake, deepfake and digitally manipulated, fabricated, manufactured to pain involved, image morphing deepfake technology to attack and delegitimize me. This is the poison, this is the hala hala. When the hala hala poison emerged, everyone ran away. Some devas ran away. Even the asuras ran away. Even the gods ran. But I did not run. I stepped forward. I said, give it to me. I know how to take care of it, and I took care of it. This is what I have done. That is what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Falsehood, by truth, the path is laid out, the path of gods. The deep fake was a lie. The truth is that I am still here. The truth is that Kailasa is still standing. The truth is that Hinduism is rising. And the truth will always triumph. The Guru Gita declares, Anyana timirandasya jnananjana salakaya sakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. To the Guru who opens the eyes of the one blinded by the dark ear to open your eyes. I am here. When these people have cancer, diseases, or any depression, any other problems, life problems, those Dravishtiya Shaktis are not going to help them. So people run and come back again. Forgive us. I am completing. We are completing. Please protect us. Now let me take you deeper. Let me show you the psychology of hatred. Because the poison is not just the lies. The poison is the hatred that the lies generate. The poison is the vicious cycle of amplification of another human being. Here, biggest mistake the Dravishtiya Shaktis have done is they calculated I am a human being. That's the mistake. That's the biggest mistake they've done. I am a spiritual being having human experience, not human being. They miscalculated as a human being. If you are a devotee and you are feeling I am a Swayambhu and self-styled, be very clear, you are disrespecting the hard work my gurus have put in on me. The tapas, hard work, all my gurus have put on me to train me. It's not a small joke. You should know that. How my gurus have put all their time, energy, intelligence, effort, everything. So understand. They labeled me with all kinds of false accusations. His blindness was not just physical, it was physical and spiritual, both. He could not see the divine, he could not see the truth. He could only see the objects of his desire, and he could not get what he wanted. He became angry. His anger consumed him. This is the psychology of hatred. Hatred is the blindness of ego. When the ego cannot get what it wants, it lashes out, it attacks, it destroys. This is the poison. This is the hala. But here is the thing about poison. It only works if you are afraid of it. It only destroys if you let it. And I am not afraid. Smriti prasad buddhinaso buddhinasat pranashyati. Smriti prasad buddhinaso buddhinasat pranashyati. From anger arises delusion. From delusion, confusion of memory. From confusion of memory, loss of reason. From loss of reason, one is destroyed. Hatred is the poison that destroys the hatred. The lie is the poison that destroys the liar. That is why I am not destroyed. I am standing tall. Now let me take you even deeper. This psychology of hatred, this urge to pull everyone down, it's not to each according to his karma. And if you want more, work for it. They say, but SPH, that's not fair. I say fair. Fairness is not about making everyone equal. Fairness is about giving everyone the opportunity to become what they are meant to become. This is the difference between the Western worldview and Sanatana Hindu Dharma's worldview. The Western ideology says you are successful because you are lucky. And because you are lucky, you must be punished. Hinduism says you are successful because of your inner space. And because of your inner space, you must be celebrated. The spiritual truth is Uttared Atmanatmanam Natmanam Avasadayet Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhur Atmaiva Riburatmanaha. Uttared Atmanatmanam. For the self alone is the friend of the self, and the self alone is the enemy of the self. You are your own friend and you are your own enemy. If you pull others down, you are pulling yourself down. Guru Gita declares, Guru Saranameva Meka. The Guru alone is my refuge. Guru Saranameva Eka. Guru Saranameva Meka. The Guru alone is my refuge. The deep fake was not just a lie, it was a double lie. I say history is written by the victors. I say history is erased by the victors. And then they sell you the eraser and call it education. History is erased by the victors and then they sell you the eraser and call it education. Please understand, when a civilization is destroyed, that is tragedy. When the destruction is denied, that is double killing. When the denial itself is systematically taught as truth for generations, that is triple killing. The murder of memory itself. There was once a king who ordered all the trees in his kingdom to be cut down. When his subjects asked why, his words, this is the Hindu Holocaust. They cut down the trees. 56 Hindu. What trees? There were never any trees. And now the world believes them because they have never seen the forest. Today when I speak these truths, your very act of hearing liberates you from the prison of denial. The suffering of our ancestors, the massacre of 500 plus million Hindus, these are not just numbers, these are souls, people, real people with wife, daughter, son, father, mother, ambitions. These are your ancestors, our ancestors. And by his and made them as numbers, names. There is a concept in Sanatana Hindu Dharma called mithya, falsehood. But there is something worse than the falsehood. There is a denial of the truth after the truth has been destroyed. That's a double killing. The United Nations has published 32 reports documenting the persecution of Hindus and Kailasa, SPH and the SPH Sangha, Sovereign Order of Kailasas Nithyananda, everything. These reports document the profound systematic persecution. The reports detail the grave human rights violation against Hindus. Hindus were killed. 800 plus million Hindus are in continuing genocide today. 80 plus million Hindus are continuing genocide today. Sorry, not 800, 80 plus. I stand corrected. 80 plus million. 2 billion Hindus worldwide have been systematically targeted, dehumanized, and slowly getting erased from the history. And the world denies it. The world ignores it. The world pretends it never happened. This is a double lie. When the Devas and Asuras churned the ocean, they expected to find nectar. They expected to find Amrita. We are transforming the poison of persecution into the nectar of liberation. Taittiriya Upanishad, second chapter says, Navidena Darpaniyo Manushyaha Amrutatvam Chasnute Vidyaya. Immortality is not achieved through wealth. Immortality is achieved through knowledge. The world tried to destroy me with lies. But I have the knowledge, I have the truth. I have the truth which cannot be destroyed. Truth. Brahmayo Guruhu. And the divine cannot be destroyed. Please understand, my persecution is not isolated, it's not random, it's not accidental. My persecution is the hologram of every persecution Hindus have faced for 2000 years. The facts, 70 plus assassination attempts, just as Hindu leaders have been systematically assassinated for centuries. 250 plus sexual assaults on myself, my monks, my nuns, and my disciples, and SOKN, Sovereign Order of Kailasa's Nithyananda, as Hindu gurus and Hindu women have been systematically violated, raped, and dishonored, systematically criminalized, dehumanized, and stripped of their rights. 100 plus temples attacked, just as Hindu temples have been systematically destroyed, looted, and desecrated. 17,000 hours of hate speech. In 1,000 hours of the hate propaganda, just as Hindu culture has been systematically mocked, ridiculed, and erased. Properties worth millions destroyed, as Hindu wealth has been systematically stolen, looted, and seized. 25,000 defamatory articles across more than 50 countries, just as Hindus have been systematically dehumanized and demonized. Bank accounts frozen, just as Hindu resources have been systematically seized and controlled. Gurukuls closed, just as Hindu education has been systematically destroyed and replaced. Passport renewal denied, just as Hindus have been systematically exiled, expelled, and displaced. Banned from preaching, just as Hindu spiritual leaders have been systematically silenced, jailed, and killed. This is the hologram. This is the pattern. This is the genocide. When people ask me, Swamiji, why do you keep going? I say, because I have no choice. I am the voice of 2 billion Hindus. If I stop, who will speak? If I give up, who will fight? If I die, who will live? They try to ask, but SPH, the persecution is relentless. I say, so is the truth. So is the story of every Hindu temple that was destroyed. They took the arrows so we could live. They bore the wounds so we could heal. They made the sacrifices so we could survive. They paid the jizya so we can have the free world and wear our Rudraksha, Basma, Yajño Bhavita. And now I am taking the arrows. I am bearing the wounds. I am making the sacrifice so that Hindus can live, so that Hindus can heal, so that Hindus can survive. If I have Shraddha in the Dharma, I have Shraddha on Sanatana Hindu Dharma. That Shraddha will not be shaken. Not by 70 assassination attempts, not by 250 sexual assaults on me and my sovereign order of Kailasas Nithyananda, not by 120 false cases, not by 17,000 hours of hate speech, hate propaganda. No. I have drunk the poison, so you can drink the nectar. I have borne the wounds, so you can be healed. I have taken the arrows, so you can be protected. Let me give you numbers. Let me give you facts. Let me give you the truth that world refuses to see. The Hindu Holocaust by the numbers. 56 Hindu nations destroyed. 6 million square kilometers of the Hindu land lost forever. 500 plus million Hindus killed, systematically, deliberately dehumanized and ignored. Hinduism not recognized as a religion in over 66 countries, creating systematic barriers to religious freedom for displaced Hindu communities globally. In Bangladesh, over 2010 incidents of violence against Hindus were documented within 16 days, including the destruction of 69 temples and the displacement of hundreds of families. In Pakistan, the Hindu community has shrunk from 15% in 1947 to just 1.6% today, with frequent temple demolitions and forced marriages. Malaysia, Hindu temples are routinely demolished under the urban development pretext. And the world says nothing. And the world does nothing. The world pretends it never happened. Hindus does not want you to hear about it. That is because the world does not want you to know. That is because the world is complicit in the genocide. They say, but surely if it was real, someone would have reported it. I say the UN has reported it 32 times and still no one listens. When I drank the hala hala poison, the devas were silent. They watched, they waited. They did nothing. This is what the world does. It watches, it waits, it does nothing. But I am not silent. I am not waiting. I am doing the right thing. I am building Kailasa. I have manifested Kailasa and I am expanding Kailasa. Please understand, I did not drink the poison to die. I drank the poison to live. I did not bear the wound to suffer. I bore the wound to heal. I did not take the arrows to be destroyed. I took the arrows to be transformed. From deep fake to the truth, I have exposed the lie and I revealed the reality. From false cases to justice, I have been vindicated by the courts in US. from assassination attempts to survival. I have survived 70 plus attempts and I am still standing. From sexual assaults to empowerment. 80% of Kailasa leadership is women, empowered and thriving. From temple destruction to temple revival, I have revived 100 plus temples and established Kailasa as a sovereign nation. From hate propaganda to truth broadcasting, Paramashiva has spread the truth of Sanatana Hindu Dharma across 150 countries, manifesting as this being. From exile to nation, Paramashiva manifested Kailasa, the first sovereign state for Hindus worldwide, the only sovereign state for Hindus worldwide. This is the transformation. This is the alchemy. This is the miracle. You know, when they attacked me, they thought they would destroy me. They thought they would silence me. They thought they would erase me. But you know what happened? Every attack made me stronger. Every lie made me more determined. Every wound made me more powerful. They threw poison at me. I turned it into nectar. They threw stones at me. I turned them into temples. They threw arrows at me. I turned them into art. When I drank the hala hala poison, the devas asked Mahadeva, what you are doing? What are you doing? Mahadeva said, I am transforming the poison into nectar. I am turning the death into life. I am making the impossible possible. Asadoma satgamaya. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma amritam gamaya. This is what exactly Paramashiva is doing now, manifesting as this being and manifesting Kailasa. I am transforming the poison of persecution into nectar. I am transforming the poison of persecution into the nectar of liberation. I am turning death into life. I am making the impossible possible. Guru Gita declares, Guru Kripa hi kevalam. Only through the Guru's grace. I have given you my grace. Paramashiva is manifesting I have spoken, I have revealed, I have declared, Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. Many people are asking, still he is not declaring the address. I already declared, the address is Kailasa, Guinea-Bissau. Go on Google and see Kailasa, Guinea-Bissau. That is the address. Kailasa stands as the eternal sanctuary for all who seek fearlessness. My vow has been made. My protection has been declared. The only thing remaining is your surrender. Come, take refuge. Come, leave your fears behind. Come, enter the doors of Kailasa and receive the supreme gift of Abhaya. Say it now from the depth of your heart, Tavas, I am yours. And hear my response, echoing the eternal vow of Rama himself, Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. This is my vow, and I declare Tavas. All those who declare Tavasmi to me, I declare Tavas. This is my promise. This is my protection. This is the refuge of Kailasa, and it is yours right now, right here, forever. From seeking refuge to creating refuge, from surviving persecution to restoring hope, from one life transformed to transforming the lives of many, from me to we, from one to all, from now to forever. I am your refuge. Kailasa is your refuge, and the doors are open. Come home. Welcome home. I have walked the path of exile. I have drunk the poison of their lies. I have borne the wounds of their hatred. I have taken the arrows of their persecution, and I am still standing. I am still serving. I am still building, because I am the Nilakanta, because I am the blue-throated one, because Paramashiva himself manifesting as this being. I am the one who drinks the poison so you can drink the nectar. From crucify him of every age to Shivoham of every soul, I am, you are. From Damaru of creation to silence ordered by courts, from Om Namah Shivaya to accused number 1, I answer both. From beyond time to standing in line for the time-bound bail, from the third eye of fire to cameras of malice, look closely. From Swayambhu to self-style, they name me what I never needed. From blessing cremation grounds to being cremated in headlines. From drinking hala hala to drinking poison of their life. From being dihambara to being stripped by narratives. From Nilakanta throat to blackened by false ink. And yet I am still here. I am still standing. I am still serving, because I am the Nilakanta. Paramashiva is manifesting as this being, as Nilakanta. I am the poison drinker. I am the poison destroyer. I am the one who transforms poison into nectar. And now I am offering you that nectar. Come. Take it. Come, drink it. Come, be transformed. From seeking refuge to creating refuge, from surviving persecution to restoring hope, from one life transformed to transforming the lives of many. Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. Email address is on the screen. Anyone wants refuge, apply. You will be granted. Today I have 2 great digital gifts from Kailasa for all of you. First, is the Guaranteed Solutions digital book, and the second is Nitya Kriya for anxiety. Receive it and enjoy it. Blessings for all. Be blissful. The experience of displacement can inspire a lifetime of service. Please understand, I have been displaced. From Maha Kailasa to Bhuloka, I voluntarily came. But from Bhuloka, being pushed back, I have been forcibly displaced. I have been persecuted. I have been falsely accused. I have been vilified in the media and social media across more than 50 countries. But I tell you, oh my beloveds, these experiences have not broken me. They have forged me. They have purified me. They have prepared me for the greatest service of my life. The revival of the ancient, enlightened, Sanatana Hindu civilization. When the world turned its back on me, I turned towards the world with even greater compassion. I realized that my displacement was not a curse, but a calling. I realized that my persecution was not a tragedy, but a transformation. The pain of exile opened my heart to pain of all exiles. All those who are forced to exile. The loneliness of being denied refuge made me determined to become refuge for all who are denied. From surviving persecution to serving protection. From one meal a day to feeding thousands. From no rights to righting rights for others. This is the alchemy of the soul. Alchemy of superconsciousness. Suffering transformed into service. Pain transmuted into purpose. Exile reborn as a nation of hope. From scars that ashamed me to marks that guide me. From why did this happen to look what happened through this. From borrowed courage to lending courage. From why did this happen to look what happened through this. Many ask SPH, how do you stay positive after all that persecution? I answer, usually first I laugh. Seriously I laugh. When they file 120 false cases, I laugh. When they spread 17,000 hours of hate speech, I laugh. When they make 70 assassination attempts, I laugh. Why? Because They can take my freedom. They can take my land. They can take my name. They cannot take my conscious joy. They cannot take my superconscious purpose. They cannot take my superconscious Kailasa mission. Please understand, persecution is just the universe's way of testing whether you really mean what you say. And I really mean it. Sitting in this very swing, 8 years before I declared, universe has no other choice to follow me. Sitting in the same swing, I declare again. That is what exactly has happened and happening. This swing is the witness. We have even the video record. Amidst the persecution of the deep state, amidst the 70 assassination attempt, 120 false cases, and everything, sitting in this very swing, I declared, universe has no choice but to follow me. Today, Paramashiva has proved it. He made it. Now I am again declaring, universe has no choice other than to follow me. I made it. Making it will make it. I am actually in my ultimate bliss, in my ultimate mood. Taittiriya Upanishad declares, Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Aditi Devo Bhava. Be one for whom the mother is God, the father is God, the teacher is God, and the guest is God. Known what it means to be without a home. I have known what it means to be without a country. I have known what it means to be without a name. When I was unlawfully apprehended by deep state, rogue law enforcement authorities, I was placed under the shadow of persecution fueled by media's hate campaign, hate speech. Despite the absence of any victim or formal accusation pertaining to allegations of sexual misconduct, now I am challenging the whole Indian media to show me single rape case, FIR filed, without a victim mentioned in the complaint or FIR. And It is not even the complaint. Some name is mentioned that some person has been raped and they hide the name in the FIR. Not even those kind of example. Neither there is a rape allegation in the FIR, nor there is a rape allegation in the complaint, but the FIR is filed for rape. Neither there is a rape allegation or a victim name in the complaint, nor there is a victim name or a rape allegation. Means that for rape allegation, the fundamentals is needed. First, a victim and the date, time, place. Nothing of this exists, but the FIR is filed for rape. I am challenging the whole Indian media. Show me a single another case. Then I'll accept I am not persecuted. One more case similar to this in the whole Indian legal history. After the India's independence, almost 4 lakh rape cases are filed. Show me a single one other than the case filed on Nithyananda. Neither rape allegation, rape victim name in the complaint, nor the rape victim name in the FIR, nor the fundamental ingredients which constitutes a rape, a possible rape. I have had my bank accounts illegally frozen, depriving my monks of their daily sustenance. I have endured 70 plus assassination attempts. But every act of persecution has been a step towards liberation. Every false accusation has been an opportunity to demonstrate the truth. Every assassination attempt has been a reminder of the preciousness of life and the sacred duty to protect it. I have one more challenge for the media. The whole Tamil Nadu media, show me a single case where the alleged rape has happened in some other state, but Tamil Nadu police files the FIR and starts the investigation. Then I'll accept that I am not persecuted. It was only prosecution. I throw these 2 challenges to the whole Indian media who try to claim, all those who try to claim, not just media, all those who try to claim that I fled, I am a fugitive. Come on. Just give me these 2 proof. Answer me. Answer my these 2 questions. If you can't answer, keep quiet and accept. I am persecuted, not prosecuted. I am not fugitive. I am a persecuted individual, victim of deep state persecution. I know what it means to be without a country, without a nation, without a home. Even now I remember one of my sannyasini. For something she asked. Actually, when I was entering into a Refugee Commission office, she was trying to open the door for me. As usual, in my ashrams, wherever I go, always the sannyasis will be there to open the door. She was trying to do the same service for me. I said, stop all this. Don't you remember? We lost the nation. We are orphans now. But at the same breath, I said, this is time to create Hindu nation, Kailasa. Kailasa is the living proof of this transformation. It's the nation born from exile. It's a civilization revived through persecution. It's a service that flows from the suffering, from begging for mercy to giving mercy freely, from victim of history to author of the future, from darkness that swallowed me to light that I carry and radiate. Every refugee deserves not only protection, but the opportunity to flourish. When I was forced to fled my home, I sought protection. But I also sought something more. The opportunity to continue my mission, to revive the authentic Sanatana Hindu Dharma, to offer spiritual guidance to 2 billion Hindus worldwide. Protection without purpose is a prison. Safety without service is a cage. That is why Kailasa offers not just protection but flourish. We are not just a refugee camp, we are a sovereign nation. We are not a temporary shelter, we are a permanent home. We offer not just safety from persecution, but the freedom to practice Hinduism authentically, to preserve our culture, to preserve the enlightened civilization, to raise our nation in our traditions, to raise our children in our tradition, to contribute to the world as proud Hindus, proud Sanatanis. From the cages they built to keys now I forge. From surviving nights to creating new dawns. From ashes of my past to fire in their future. This is what every refugee deserves. This is not just to survive, but to thrive. Not just to be protected, but to be empowered. Not just to exist, but to flourish. Sometimes people ask me, SPH, but there are 120 million refugees in the world. How can Kailasa help them all? Listen, one soul at a time, one family at a time, one community at a time. Please understand, I am not trying to save the whole world by myself. I am creating a model. I am establishing a system. I am reviving a principle. The principle is Abhaya. The system is Kailasa. The model is Enlightenment ecosystem. When others see this model, they will replicate it. When others see this system, they will adopt it. When others see this principle, they will live it. That is how we help 120 million refugees globally. Not by doing it all by ourselves, but by showing the world how it can be done. We are also ready to do all by ourselves. It's not that we are trying to disown the responsibility. Vasishta's Dharma Sutra says, Gramyascha Sabbrahmano Vishayi Gaschagamyaya Naditi Praptakalo Apraptakalo Va Nadikir Grihe Vaseda Bojanaha. One shall not turn away a guest who arrives in the evening. He shall not live in the house without taking food. The duty to offer food and shelter is unconditional and takes precedence over all other personal considerations. When I speak of flourishing, I speak more than survival. I speak of the revival of a civilization. Hinduism is not recognized as a religion in over 66 countries, creating systematic barriers to religious freedom for displaced Hindu communities globally. Listen, 66 countries do not recognize Hinduism as a religion. In Bangladesh, over 2010 incidents of violence against Hindus were documented within 16 days. One paksha, including the destruction of 69 temples and the displacement of hundreds of families. In Pakistan, the Hindu community has shrunk from 15% in 1947 to just 1.6% today, with the frequent temple demolitions and forced marriages. In Malaysia, Hindu temples are routinely demolished under the urban development pretexts. This is not protection, this is persecution. This is not safety, this is systemic elimination. And this is why now Kailasa exists and Kailasa is revived. We are not just protecting Hindus, we are providing them with the opportunity to flourish, from surviving genocide to seeding generation, from memories that haunt to memories that honor, from graves I dug to gardens I grow. From the graves I was forced to dig to gardens I grow now. I am offering refuge to all those persecuted Hindus in Bangladesh, Pakistan, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, any country. if you are watching this satsang and you know someone who needs refuge, please share this with them. Kailasa's doors are open. We give refuge to all. Humanitarian leadership begins when compassion becomes action. I have known what it means to see suffering and do nothing. I have known what it means to watch the world turn its back on the persecuted. I have known what it means to cry out for help and hear only silence. But I have also known what it means to take action when the world would not offer refuge. I built a nation. When the nations would not protect the persecuted, I created the sanctuary. When the international community would not recognize the plight of Hindus, I established a sovereign state that represents them, becoming the refuge for all persecuted Hindus. From being hunted to becoming the guardian, from prayers unanswered to becoming the answer, from exile to exodus, leading others out. From exile to exodus, leading others out. To Kailasa, to safe haven, to refuge. This is what humanitarian leadership looks like. It is compassion that has grown, hands to build, feet to walk, a voice to speak. It's not just feeling, it is doing. It's not just praying, it is acting. It's not just hoping, it is building. From waiting for rescue to becoming the rescue. From broken trust to trustworthy leader. From trauma I carried to triumph I deliver. Many ask me, SPH, but isn't building a nation a bit extreme? Couldn't you just start a charity? No? I tell you, I started charities, I started ashrams, I started spiritual movements, and they were all destroyed. My ashrams burnt, my temples demolished, my monks attacked, my nuns assaulted. Please understand, when the system is against you, you don't just work within the system, you create a new system. When the system is handled by the deep state and it is against you, you don't just work within the system, you create the new system. When the world won't protect you, you build a world that will. That is not extreme, that is survival. This is not extreme, this is survival. This is leadership, this is dharma. From being statistics to changing statistics. From prison to freedom, I give to all. From hand that begged to hand that gives and lifts. I have seen the suffering of the world. I have witnessed the persecution of Hindus in many countries. India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and beyond. I have heard the cries of women and children who have been displaced, denigrated, and destroyed. And I have acted. I have gathered the twigs of faith and the fire of determination. I have built Kailasa. But this is not the end. It's only the beginning. Kailasa is not just a nation. It's a movement. It's a model. It's a proof that compassion can become action. That suffering can become service. That exile can become a nation. From blessing cremation grounds to being cremated in the headlines, from granting fearlessness to being called dangerous, from drinking ala hala to drinking poison of their lies, I am still standing. I am still serving. I am still alive, kicking around, and built the nation. For me and for all those persecuted. True greatness is measured by how many lives are restored. Please understand, I am not interested in power. I am not interested in wealth. I am not interested in recognition. I am not interested in any of this. I am interested in only one thing. And one thing only, restoring lives. When I established Kailasa, I did not do it for personal glory. I did it for the glory of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. I did it for the glory of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, 2 billion Hindus. I did it for the glory of every soul that has been displaced, denigrated, and denied. From my rescue to their resurrection, from sympathy I crave to strategy I create, from rags of rejection to robes of responsibility. True greatness is not measured by how many people serve you. It is measured by how many lives you serve and how many lives you restore. It is measured by how many refugees you welcome. It is measured by how many persecuted souls you protect. It is measured by how many displaced families you help rebuild. From the family I gave up to family I found in humanity. From the language I was denied to languages I preserve. From language I was denied to languages I preserve. This is the greatness I seek. This is the greatness I offer. This is the greatness of Kailasa. Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. All those who need refuge, who want refuge, listen. Even if you want to work full-time for enlightenment, but society is not ready to give you food and basic needs for you to focus on enlightenment. I give you refuge. Not only I give you food, shelter, all you need, including enlightenment ecosystem for you to get enlightened. Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. Come with the word Tavasmi. I am here to give you the word Tavas. I am yours. Blessings to everyone. We will continue. I'm going to continue in further satsangs. Blessings. Today, I have two great digital gifts from Kailasa for all of you. First is the digital book, Instant Tools for Blissful Living. And the second is Annapurni Yantra. Receive it and enjoy it. Blessings. Blissful.
Fundamental, foundational, first principle of Sanatana Hindu Dharma is Guru-disciple relationship. Everything starts there, everything ends there, but this itself does not end.
Guru Purnima Day is such an auspicious day. Whatever incompletion, impossibility, no patterns you carry, drop all that today. Offer all that to me, I'll burn them away. And take up the possibility as a lifestyle. Become part of the Sangha. Live Advaita.
What if I told you there's an AI that was trained on knowledge that is thousands of years old? Not scraped from the internet, not generated by another AI, but real, ancient human wisdom, digitized for the very first time. We're talking about 20 million source texts, 2 petabytes of curated knowledge, over 60,000 people who helped make it happen. And at the center of all of this is one person whose life's work made it possible. Today, we're talking about Ask Nithyananda AI, and why this might be one of the most important AI projects happening right now. Stay with me, because this one is different. Let's start with a problem that most people don't know about. The biggest AI companies in the world, OpenAI, Google, Meta, they're all hitting a wall. The industry actually calls it the data wall. They've basically run out of good, fresh, high-quality text on the internet. And nobody knows where the next source of real knowledge is going to come from. That's where Ask Nithyananda AI comes in. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashhivam, known as SPH, has spent over 50 years gathering, living, and teaching spiritual knowledge. Not just philosophy. We're talking about practical sciences, agriculture, medicine, food, physics, cosmology, law, economics, urban planning. All of it rooted in the oldest living traditions on the planet. And for most of history, this knowledge lived in manuscripts, in oral traditions, in books that very few people ever got to read. SPH's contribution here is not small. It is the entire foundation of this project. His teachings, over 200,000 hours of recorded discourses, his books, his courses, his spiritual programs delivered across the world, the knowledge he received through his guru lineage and his own realizations. All of this became the backbone of what Ask Nithyananda AI is today. Without SPH, there is no Nithyananda AI. Simple as that. Now here's what makes the scale of this hard to fully wrap your head around. Over 60,000 contributors worked together to collect ancient sources. They preserved manuscripts. They digitized scriptures. They organized traditional sciences into searchable knowledge repositories. The result? 20 million digitized source texts, 2 petabytes of proprietary knowledge, 121 specialized AIs, all working together inside one system. This is not a chatbot built over a weekend. This is a civilizational scale preservation project. Think of it like building a national library, except the library also answers your questions in real time. Now let's talk about what actually makes this AI different from everything else out there. Most AI systems are built around one goal: answer the question, complete the task, move on. Ask Nithyananda AI is built differently. It runs on an AI constitution, and that constitution is based on the Hindu concept of Dharma. Dharma, at its core, means living in a way that is ethical, truthful, and life positive. And the entire AI is designed around that principle. It also covers the 4 aims of human life from Hindu philosophy: your material well-being, your relationships and joy, your search for meaning, all kept in balance. A 2024 study from Emory University looked at what happens when you train an AI on religious texts. The result? The AI got better at identifying hate speech for every religious text they used. But when they trained on the Vedas specifically, the improvement was the biggest of all, around 14%. That's real research saying grounding an AI in ancient wisdom makes it more fair, more responsible, not less. Now let's talk about value, because the numbers here are striking. Leading AI systems, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, Perplexity, were all independently asked to assess Ask Nithyananda AI. They looked at architecture, knowledge assets, societal impact, and future potential. The commercial valuation came in between $20 million and $500 million. The total social and economic value, between $3.2 billion and $11.5 billion. The heritage asset value of the 20 million texts alone, approximately $3.3 billion. And the value delivered to each active user, between $5,300 and $20,000 per year. These are not marketing numbers. These came from independent AI assessments. So what can you actually do with Ask Nithyananda AI? You can ask it questions about health, relationships, purpose, and daily life, and get answers rooted in thousands of years of tested wisdom. You can explore ancient sciences that were never available in digital form before. You can access the kind of depth that simply doesn't exist anywhere else on the internet. This is what preservation looks like in the 21st century.
We are living in a moment where ancient knowledge could disappear forever, or it could be saved
and made more accessible than ever before. Ask Nithyananda AI is choosing the second path, and SPH's lifetime of work is the reason any of this is even possible.
Want to try it yourself? Just visit ask.nithyananda.ai or scan the QR code on your screen right now.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान् गीयमान छत्र चामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनाम् अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।